Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Rukmani Kaur. I'm a divine channeler and teacher. In 2016, I went through a massive kundalini awakening that shook my entire life. Everything just felt like it was collapsing so hard, and I had no idea what was going on. I felt the energy shoot up on my spine and it burned. It burned, and I hadn't felt anything unlike that. And I felt very lost. I felt super lost. I didn't have anybody to guide me through the process because it was massive. You know, I began to encounter deities, see angels, feel more the presence of other beings around me that were not physically around. And I thought I was going insane. I thought I was going insane. So many things were changing in my life like this, like super quick, and it was almost like I was trying to hold into life, like keep me sane, please keep me sane, because I didn't have control over anything that was going on at all. I started to get into massive trances that they were somewhat painful. You know, it was more like the adjustments of my spine and my physical body, but like my arms will be pulled back, like literally somebody was standing behind me and just pulling it, and I will have to do all these back bends. My neck will move like crazy, and it still is doing this thing as the energy is clearing all this part into my third eye. But I wasn't the same. And many times, since I didn't have somebody there physically with me saying it's going to be okay, this is normal, the only thing that I had was to go into my altar and collapse on my knees and just ask for a presence. Just let me feel a presence so I know that I'm not insane. Because I felt so insane. So insane. And I was growing so much, and I couldn't stay in the city that I was living for so long. I was married, and I had to take a leap of faith on my growth and leave everything behind, which it was so scary. It was so scary, but that little thing in me was like, you must, otherwise if you stay here, you're gonna die. And no, like, as in like the physical body decaying, but inside the spark of light was just gonna go like, and I couldn't allow myself to do that. You know, I had to trust that something good was happening, even though I knew, like deep inside, I kind of knew something good was happening. It was still like, what in the world is going on? And then I had another massive awakening in Koh Phangan in Thailand, where the light language began to start to come through. And from there, it escalated super quickly, into getting massive trances. When I went back to the land where I was born in Peru to live for 6 months, and it was day after day after day, sometimes one trance, sometimes two, sometimes three, and my body couldn't do anything. It couldn't do anything at all. It was completely pooped out, and it was exhausting. It was very exhausting, and it was very painful, but I still had that in me, the trust. So this is why I began to share my story in the channel and as well on social media, because I know that I can't be the only one that has gone through that or is going through the process of that. And I couldn't find anyone, you know, I couldn't find anyone to be like, yeah, dude, I went through that, it's totally okay. You're just going to tune in into your powers and just go in with your life and help others. But if I can create that little change in someone as they're going through a massive awakening or just their awakening process in general, I will do it. You know, that little change would have meant so much back then when I was going through all that. So I'm here to share with you the gifts that come through me and the gifts that are coming at this moment in time. I do channelings where I go in through a space where this does no longer exist. There's no an identity, and it's just that which is. That moves through me to go to somebody else, to scan the organisms, to see where the blockages are, how the energy can be moved around, where are the traumas stored, and why they're stored. And with the light language that comes through, it activates or deactivates something in the organism for it to go back to this normal state, to the balanced state. Because if it's not balanced, life can be experienced normally, but not how it's meant to experience, like a wonderful and miraculous gift. At the same time, as part of the channeling, there is a special protection that comes through for a specific person in regarding of what is going on in their life at that moment in time of the session. And questions and answers. If somebody has a question about their path or what's going on or how they're heading or the purpose in life, the answer comes through, and it's something so beautiful. And I'm very grateful that I have the courage to share that with others, because it's a gift, and it's not my gift, it's humanity's gift. So I can't stop it. It doesn't want to be stopped. And now there are many more things coming through as chanting like a medicine woman for others, and support through the awakening process, and the massive shifts that are happening now as we continue to raise our consciousness and the collective as well. So I'm here for you if you need anything. I'm always just like one little message away. Many blessings. I love you so much.